did 13K or in your first month, 60 days you hit 40. Now you're hitting way over 60.
I think for me, it was kind of twofold. So what really helped was meeting Josh, having that connection. He comes in and, every time I hear you speak, you get me to think bigger.
The course was very organized, very well put together. I felt like it was pretty clear these guys knew what they're talking about. Going through the course was a very quick process. It was pretty easy. It was direct and to the point. I feel like every question that came up was answered through this course. So they have clearly trained many people to do this before.
Getting this course done was by far one of the best decisions that I ever had to make. I already have more than 5 drivers already into orientation. Lots of good hires.
Definitely, I think the coaching is number one, and then right there with it is the training portion of it, which is A1. So once we did the training, once we understood what the program is about, we really figured out. Hey, this is something we can scale.
Any questions that I did have that weren't answered, the coaching level was right there to answer any questions that I had. So there was never any confusion or anything left open. I felt like I was really set up pretty easily for success.
This industry is untouched, it's unsaturated, and the course that Josh has put together to train you so that you can start your own business within this industry is absolutely top-notch. It takes everything from A to Z, teaches you every single nuance of the business, of recruiting drivers, and is taught by somebody with 30 years experience in the field.
And it really gives the A to Z on how to succeed with drivers.
I was, getting applications in. I had plenty of knowledge in companies. I wasn't confused with the process at all. I was getting hires immediately.
The support is just amazing. You always have a team that's got your back all the time. After you're done with the course, you still have the team there for support to guide you through any obstacles that you may face, which is just amazing.
The course actually will help you succeed. And if you want to turn this into a full-time gig, everything in there is pretty much what we use today in terms of the scripts, the course, the cadence, the timing, what you say to the drivers, when you say it, where you go fishing, for the drivers and things like that, how you get leads. So what I've seen in transportation is it doesn't stop rolling. I saw every service surrounding the transportation, really just the demand just started really just going up.
The connections that he's built up over 30 years in the industry. When you come in and you get the Logistics Mastery course, after you get your certification, you'll be connected. You'll be introduced personally to carriers, to everybody you need to know in this industry to get a head start and hit the ground running so you can make money.
The community that you build along the way is also really great. You meet a lot of people that are kind of in the same boat as you are, with the same mindset, the same ambitions, and it really helps, motivate you along the way.
It just covers everything that you need to hit the ground running right away. It is just perfect. As I said, it is by far one of the best choices that I ever had to make.
You were going to hit, the 6 or 7K that you did in that first month, and then 26 grand or more now at the 4th month.
Your ads kept popping up on Facebook, and so I thought, well, I don't know, I'll give this guy a shot. And so I started doing the research, and the more I looked into it, the more I thought, well, this might be exactly what I'm looking for. 2 weeks ago, I just sold my insurance agency, and now I'm doing this full time. This is what I do.
When I got in there and started going through his script and his entire program, I was beyond blown away.
Did you think within your first 60 days you were going to make $13,000 in commission? 4 to 5 months, you're at 46,000+ right now in commission.
I've never worked with any entrepreneur who truly walked his talk, and you're doing that with us, and I say that sincerely. And when you start looking at it from that positive attitude and move the negatives out of the way, you become more successful.
Josh is always there to give you a hand and help you, and his weekly calls are really informative and really get you on the right direction.
Josh has condensed it down into a really simple set of videos that took me about a week and a half, 2 weeks to fully grasp and understand. And now I've implemented that through the last several months and have gotten drivers hired to several companies. And then through that, I get a commission and I get paid.
It has produced so much results that it's almost kind of been overwhelming. I've been incredibly busy just since going through this process.
The marketplace is wide open, and the market is phenomenal.
I was super impressed by the program and how detailed everything was.
He went through the whole program in details, made me really comfortable. You know, he definitely has a lot of experiences on this.
And I mean, it's changed my life. I've had 13 drivers in one. I've had $31,000 a month, 31,000 American dollars in 1 month.
It's a great program. It's something that you can really build a career off of.
The thing I like about the course is there's no fluff. You know, you don't just fill space.
The training is very detail oriented, and it hits and nails all the points on the head when it comes to the psychological aspect of recruiting as well, especially when it comes to truck drivers.
I would definitely recommend Josh, you know, as a mentor. I like Josh's coaching style.
This is a really, really good opportunity to work from home, to spend more time with family, to vacation when you want to vacation, and push when you want to push.
I've seen the program allow people to have more time freedom, more financial freedom. And it's just helped them to be able to do more with less. I would tell anybody that you need to give this a shot.
And it's precise. It tells you what you need to know. I don't like fluff. I don't like people wasting my time with a bunch of stuff I don't need to hear. And your course didn't do that. Very direct, to the point.
I'm so excited for the future because not only does he support you and empower you through how to be a better recruiter for the trucking industry, but also how to actually take all those skills that you develop and build your own business, build your own agency.
Of all the things that Josh taught me, like, you know, the importance of that went from having, like, if I knew that when I was working at JV Time, I probably would have hired 50 or 60 more drivers than I did.
Everything comes together and you can really see how you can make a lot of money in this business very quickly.
He's the real deal, as well as his logistics mastery course in Simba 7.
I'm really looking forward to being able to do this for a living.
The videos are great. It gives you very straightforward training. It shortcuts everything.
Get the course. You won't regret it.
But moving over to you guys with the help and support, now we pretty much have 100% show rate. All of our drivers have been getting hired. So I can definitely say that, you know, if you haven't joined this course, you might want to go ahead and join it. And it's definitely going to skyrocket and take your company to the next level.
The videos that are presented are short, and it makes it easier for you to absorb the information.
This is a great business model, a huge market. And as Josh uses the term, evergreen, something that can be done from my home.
Absolutely blown away, not only with Josh, but also his entire team that support you through this entire process. They're prompt, they respond.
Guys also go over and beyond to make sure that we have all the tools that we need.
He's in there active, helping people out, answering questions and providing value. I've never had a teacher / mentor like Josh, and he's really coming through and holding up.
This opportunity has been such a blessing to me because I'm able to provide for my family. I was recently able to pay for a wedding because of this.
Broke it down very simply, very straightforward, and presented in an easy to understand way. If you're considering anything, I would consider this opportunity very strongly.
Would highly recommend you talking to Josh and moving forward with your Simba 7 career.
I think one thing that I can say that I learned most about from Josh is how to be what an entrepreneur means.
I have been supported 100% of the time, coached every step of the way.
They make it very possible to recruit regardless of what your experience or background is. It's a proven process. You can become an independent business owner.
When you say you did it, you really did do it. About $40,000 in your first 3 months. And, you know, a lot of people, when we talk about that story, they don't realize that you were actually paying for me to produce those leads. So if you were out there doing it on your own, you're probably looking at 25 to 30% more you would have easily got in those commission structures.
I'm a firm believer, like, if you're a quarterback, you have that, like, that's your play. Play your position. Josh knows, like, anything, like the back of his hands, it is recruiting a driver.
As far as boosting my confidence up, it's like now, it's like I welcome the rebuttals. I welcome the challenges because I know that Josh taught me something to say no matter what they say.
It's a process that works. Again, along with the high demand for drivers, that's what's going to ensure that you're always going to have a consistent and potential client base.
I would recommend this training to anyone.
I would highly recommend this program to anybody that wants to really develop a business that's sustaining.
I strongly recommend this if you're looking for financial independence, if you're looking for kind of a career change, something you can do from anywhere. As long as you have internet, this is good to go.
If you're looking a way to break out of that 9-to-5 grind, if you're looking for a way to actually make what is really unlimited money, it depends on how far you want to take it. But if you want to make a couple $100,000 a year, absolutely doable. I think you ought to take a real good, solid look at the Logistics Mastery course.
I would definitely recommend this to anybody who's new to recruiting, because the script will bypass a lot of the early mistakes and bad habits that you will develop. You will definitely see a marked improvement, not only in the quality of your applicants, but in the speed at which you can get people through the process.
I want to say I'm impressed with the program.
If you're looking for a new start, then I would suggest that you look into Simba 7 and Josh Hicks and do it now.